Hello and welcome to another episode of Long Island Retro Gaming Pickups. I am John. I am here with Mr. George Portugal. I'm sure you all see a little something different about him.
Yeah, I'm not really paying attention to this too much because I'm having the time of my life with the Victormaxx Stuntmaster.
Incredible. Now, you know, I don't know how many people watching remember the 90s, and maybe some of you do, some of you don't, but virtual reality was the thing. Everyone loved it. Everyone wanted it. Movies, The Lawnmower Man, we were all jumping into computers.
It was supposed to be the next wave in gaming and entertainment, the future. It was so incredible.
And at around 1993, Sega decided that they were going to do their VR, and they announced their big VR show, and this little company, Victormaxx, decided to kind of one-up them. They said, all right, we're going to beat them to the punch, and they created this beauty that you see Mr. Portugal wearing here.
That's right.
Playing Super Mario World.
There is no better way to play Super Nintendo or Genesis than the Victormaxx Stuntmaster. This thing is so crazy.
This thing was really interesting in the sense that it could work with the Genesis or the Super Nintendo. And,
right.
So here we go.
Yeah, and so it works through the use of this glorious thing called the wire squid, or at least that's popularized by AVGN. And so
right.
What I'm connected to is the Super Nintendo version, and what you're seeing here, this is the Sega Genesis version. We were super lucky to get both of them. And so the way that this ridiculous thing works is that it gets power over here, so you plug, it has its own power supply, it's like off to the side over there, so you plug that in and plug the power. I think this is, yeah, so this cord over here, this is the video cable, so you connect this into your Sega Genesis or your Super Nintendo, so that's what feeds the video into this amazing, high quality, HD, set that I'm using right now. And so you also have this part of the wire squid, so this is the controller, so you put this in player one, and then you take your actual Genesis or Super Nintendo controller and you put it in over here, and then that's how you play your game. So you've got this here and you're playing, and I can tell you, I've been wearing this for a couple minutes now. This thing is really kind of heavy and annoying. So imagine being a 10-year-old and carrying this thing on your head, and it wouldn't be fun. So if you can see over here on the side of my head, it's got this little port over here. So it has what's called the Victormaxx tracking tube, and you would stick that in here and you'd clip it onto your shirt, and then you'd be totally set. No migraines, no nothing. It'd be like a seamless, effortless thing. But I unfortunately don't have that, so I'm just having to make do over here.
Well, the resolution is 280 by 86, and we're gonna stop now. We're gonna give you a little chance to, we're gonna try to impart the experience to you as best we can.
It's gonna be, incomplete because like my mind is blown, but we're gonna do our best here. Okay, so we're coming in up close to look at the Victormaxx Stuntmaster, and so just wanted to show you a couple of the controls on here. So you've got a volume knob over here, and so it has two stereo speakers right here, so it'll just blast that into your eardrums and just send you back to the 16-bit era. You've got this here, sensitivity, and I think that just changes the spacing, because people's eyes are separated, the interocular distance varies, so you can make this wider or narrower by adjusting this. Over here, this is your standard brightness control, and tint changes the color because this is composite video. You can actually reset the console over here. And then finally, you see there's these three dip switches over here as well. This changes the mode that the Victormaxx Stuntmaster is in, and I genuinely don't know what this does, and I couldn't find an instruction manual on it, and it was only because I watched an old AVGN video that I knew I had to set it like this in order to use it. But yeah, so I'd be curious if anyone has more information about this to put that info in the comments, and it'd be great to know a little more about what it does. And so then, yeah, then you've got this one wire coming out, and it goes to this 15-pin D-sub connector, and then that connects to the glorious wire squid.
So ultimately what happened was the Victormaxx, for a variety of reasons, obviously failed miserably.
Yes, it did.
It retailed for about $219, which is
almost as much as a Super Nintendo.
And that's in 1993 money. So now we're talking what, like $500 almost probably. So you can imagine being a kid. You ask for your big present for Christmas, and you come home with a Stuntmaster, and you're blind after a day or so. Just,
that's right.
Something else.
I mean, if you compare this to the screens you would get on the Atari Lynx or the Game Gear, that is way better by comparison. I mean, I can see what's going on, but like I can tell you that like my vision's a bit double, and there is text. I'm playing Super Mario World, and I can barely see what the text is. It's only like the large fonts that make sense. And so I mean, I know I can tell where Mario is, but like that's about the extent of it. So yeah, depending on the game, like if you're trying to play an RPG like Chrono Trigger, or good luck. Like you wouldn't be able to read anything on this thing. Yeah.
So this wasn't the first, and it wasn't the last of any of these types of devices that were very popular in that time. I remember Sega did their wheel, you know, their the circle where you could punch and kick
there's the interactor. There's our good buddy over here, the Virtual Boy.
So
yeah, so there were a lot of attempts to capitalize on virtual reality in the early 90s. Most of them were a failure. I mean, actually, by comparison, this was kind of decent, even though that was also a big failure for Nintendo too. Which you should, because there is no better way to play retro games.
Up close and personal.
Absolutely, up close and personal. So then, you know, you guys can come to the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo, and we will have this set up as a part of our free PlayStation. And since we have both, we can mix it up. You can play Sega Genesis, you can play Super Nintendo, and you can give this thing a try, and your mind will be blown. You'll never play retro games the same ever again.
Fun for the whole family.
Damn right.
All right.
All right, guys. So if you like this kind of content, then consider subscribing to the channel. And we've got videos out, you know, every week. And then we've got Long Island Retro pickup videos, you know, whenever we find something new and interesting. So definitely keep an eye on it and check us out. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and we will see you guys next time.
Adios.
Like, yeah, this is it. This is where it's at, people.
Someone
this is like
it and being like,
the most ridiculous thing. Oh man, I changed the brightness and now my reality is altered even more. This thing sucks. Come on, Mario. Be brave. Oh, we did it. Oh no, it's going out of focus. Oh God, help me, there's an enemy. Or something. Nope. Oh, I'm not dead. Yes. All right. Oh, now I'm dead.
Tell Chris we'll add this to high score challenge.
Truly the stupidest way to play any game.
Yes, it is.